Good morning, Tehmina Khan is here in TK Maths is Fun. In today's video, I will explain to you a question of arithmetic progression and geometric progression, which is taken from June 17, variant 1 question 4. This topic is part of the syllabus of A-level mathematics. And from this year, 2020, it has been included in O-level additional mathematics as well. So that's why I've written here O level, but the question has been taken from paper 9709 and variant I have mentioned here. So before we begin, you can see on the top my website address, tkmaths.com, and my blog address, tkmathsisfun.blogspot.com. Do visit it. You will find it very useful. Many videos, free videos are uploaded here. And here I'm offering many other information, including online help also. So do visit it and share it with your friends. So let's begin with the question. So the question has two parts and we will solve one part at a time. So let's begin with part one and we will see it in detail. So if you see part one, it is written here, an arithmetic progression has a first term 32 and a fifth term 22nd, 22, and the last term minus 28. Find the sum of all the terms in the progression. Now, how many n are here? We don't know. How many terms are here? We don't know, right? So let's recall few formula first of all. Number one is a plus d, a plus 2d, a plus 3d. You know this is the general arithmetic progression. And in general, if we have to find out any nth term, we write a plus n minus 1d. Why? If you see, this is the fourth term. What is written here? 3d. Third term, 2d. Second term, 1d, right? So that's why whenever you have to find any particular term or last term, you use this formula a plus n minus 1d. And when you have to find the sum of the terms, if there are 8 terms, 9 terms, 10 terms, you use this formula. And n represent number of terms, a represent first term in the series, d represent difference. So let's begin with the question. I just want you to recall these formulae to solve this question. So first of all, the first term is given to you 32, it is here. And the fifth term, so fifth term will be what? A plus 5 minus 1 is 4. So a plus 4d equals to 22, right? So these two pieces of information we have written here. And the last term is minus 28. So this whole thing is equals to minus 28. I told you this formula is for the last term and for the any particular term. So it will be minus 28. So now first of all, we are finding out d. Okay, what is d? So writing down here the value of a, which is 32. I'm solving these two simultaneously. So it will help me to get down or get the value of d. So d is minus 5 over 2, right? So now L I know is minus 28. D I have figured out, minus 5 over 2. A is given to me in the question, first term. So I can find out the value of n, which means number of terms in this series. Okay. So simple calculation, plus minus, multiplication, that's all. And this is how you will get the value of n, which is 25. I hope this is clear. So now we have to find out the sum of all the terms. So now we have all the information. We will simply apply the formula, which is this. We know n, a, d, and you will get the sum of 25 terms here. I'm showing you slowly. I've used different color to make it more prominent. I hope it will help you to understand better. And simple calculation. And I got the sum is 50, right? So now let's solve the second part of the question. Now these type of questions at times confuses students. So let's see. Each year, a school allocates a sum of money for the library. The amount allocated each year increased by 2.5% of the previous year amount. So in 2005 onward, they're talking about from 2005 to 2014. In 2005, the school allocated $2,000. And we know every year it is increasing. So do you think it is geometric progression or arithmetic progression? As you know, and I have explained you in my video, you can see that video, I will put the link down, that arithmetic progression mean constant difference, geometric progression mean constant ratio. So of course 2.5% increasing, so it is geometric progression. So first year, which is 2005, I'm just explaining here further in detail. Otherwise, if you just put it in the formula straight away, you will get the answer. But I'm just trying to develop a concept here. So first year in the series, the first value is 2000. Okay, so next year what will happen? It will increase by 2.5%. So it will be 102% of 2000, right? So this is your value for the next year. So after that, it will be 102% of 2000, right? Then it will be, now if I show you here, what is happening here? First value is this, right? Second value, sorry, I have written this 2 wrong here. I should write here 2 here. So next year it will be 102.5% of previous year, right? After that, it will be this 102.5% of previous year. This is my previous year, which is coming here. So if you look at this line, it will become 102.5 of 102.5, so it will become a square. I'm not trying to get the value here. I'm just trying to see how the series is developing. So first it is 2000, then it is 102.5% of 2000, then it is 102.5% square of 2000. Now next year you will take 102.5% of this. So it will become cube. So what is happening? 2000, then this of 2000, then square of this of 2000, then cube of this of 2000. So automatically you get, let me write here 4, sorry. So automatically you get that your R is what? R is 102, because if I divide 102.5% of 2000 by 2000, right? Because if I divide this by this, I will end up at what? 102.5%. So I get that my ratio is what? 102.5%. So it is 1.02. Sometimes students get confused. Okay, it is 2.5. Why we are writing 102? Because it is increasing. So if you remember your basic concept of percentage, 100% is actual thing. So when there is increase, we add in 100. When there is decrease, we subtract from 100. If I had here, for example, 2% decrease, so I would have taken here what? 98%, right? So this is linked to the basic concept of percentage. Anyway, so now I have to find out the total amount. Total amount means sum, okay? Sum of all the money which is allocated over the period of 5 to 14. So if you count from 5 to 14, what is your N? Your N is 10, right? 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Go count till 14. Your N is 10. And your A is 2000. So now, let me remove it from here. It will be easy. So I will simply plug in this formula, right? This is the formula when you have finite number of terms. You know how many terms you are adding up. So that's why I'm using this formula. And my R is 1.025, which I'm writing here. And N is 10. So I get that it is 22406.7. If you round it off to 3 significant figure, it will be 22,400, right? Now these two formula I've written, some people use this formula, some use this formula, doesn't matter. And I've explained the reason in my video. The link is given below, right? So let's see. Okay, so with this question ends. Thank you very much for watching this video. If you liked it, if you learned something from it, please press like and subscribe button and share it with your friends. Take care. Allah Hafiz.